Put yourself in open.
Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the South Alabama coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Jaguars will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across for 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So Kentucky's offense will take the field first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Wants to go up top on second down. Back's got it on the screen. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Changing the routes with his receiver. Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Gilmore. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. The 11th play of this opening drive. They face a 3rd and short. Moving to his left. He's going to take off. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the 1st down.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got him still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
Finds a crease. It's Phillips. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. And the Jaguars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They punted away on 4th down. Making his first move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He's past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of touchdown Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, it's Phillips. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got it in the middle, it's Gibbs. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Jaguars want to pick up the tempo.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Jaguars line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out wide right, it's Gilmore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him.
Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you could see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Under pressure. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Falls at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Keeps it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense moving forward now.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, South Alabama. PAT unit on the field. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beaten at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 2nd and long here. Left side is Gilmore. On the move at the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll run it with Baxter. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Kentucky right back to the line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on third down? He'll try to get to the marker himself. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They go 83 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity.
Makes the grab in their space. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Turns up, it's Woods. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Jaguars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They're all over him. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Jaguars will line up to punt it away. On the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. They want to get this defense on its heels.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man in the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage.
Snags it, and there's running room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Drops back on first down. Out wide left, it's Rodriguez. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Down goes the quarterback, and they turn 2nd and short into 3rd and long. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, the South Alabama head coach told me at the half, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Thanks, Holly. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hunter. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the RPO, got him. Touchdown, Jaguars! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running this route. Great result he does it.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll make the grab and run the run. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
He'll bring it out. It's Marion. And the returner goes down. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Straight ahead, it's Phillips. Looking for a crease. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here comes the offense on 1st down. To throw, it's Davenport. Oh, he wants it all. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using his legs, it's Phillips. Snowed under by the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Keeps it himself. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. On the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Sells to fake. Right side, it's Barnes. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Piles his way ahead. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. He'll pull it down. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Jaguars send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, down here on the Kentucky sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards.
Turning on the Jets. He's at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. From deep, it's Marion. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Kentucky! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
To the air, it's Davenport. Out wide right, it's Woods. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. The Jaguars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Wildcats. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. And the extra point just... a little bit more onto this huge lead.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Phillips. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keep it on the ground. Hard running there. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. The Jaguars will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Upstairs to make the catch. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's got enough. Maybe some room here. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. They'll run it. It's Barnes. And he's in. Touchdown, Kentucky. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Knocked down immediately. Kentucky going quickly. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And his first throw here is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Hits inside. It's Martin. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Tight end now in motion. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Sweet cut there. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Turning it on.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Pulls it and runs it again. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The run inside. It's Malone. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better.